I'm going to talk about topics, and I like to go to a certain area on the internet where people ask questions, and some of these questions are off the fucking wall, and I can give my opinion on it because I've been around for over half a century, and I can explain almost majority of the situations, and kind of give you a feedback. And the first one we're going to talk about here is the title. So these are literal, like, I'm not even making these up. These are legitimate. It's on Reddit. It's on Reddit. So it's a subreddit where people go in and post their situations in life, and they're asking for people to kind of give them a solution, right? And some of these are so off the wall, and I'm starting to do YouTube videos on these now. I got one that's on my computer right now that I gotta finish editing, and I'll probably do a couple more tonight or tomorrow, and have them uploaded or whatever to my YouTube channel, which is Lampoon on YouTube. But for example, this one, and I just picked it up. I have not read it before. I have not read it, so literally, literally, I've never seen this before. But let me get to it. Hold on. Let me get rid of all the X shit I got up here. Let me get rid of the X. 1 second. Here we go. So it's titled Going to a Bar Solo. What do people typically do when they go to a bar solo? I'm a woman in her early 20s. I don't have much experience with bars, but I plan to visit one tonight. I don't want to feel too awkward since I can be introverted naturally. Should I choose a booth rather than the bar section? Do I bring a book or a journal to have something to do rather than stare at nothing on my phone? As you can probably tell, I have not been very socialized growing up, but I really want something to do tonight, even if I don't have friends to do it with. Any tips will be appreciated. First of all, you're a fucking idiot. So, why? Because you went to Reddit. You went to Reddit to get answers on being social. So, first of all, when you go out, what's your plan? You must have a plan. I can't imagine anybody wants to go out and just randomly go someplace. Let me take these off because these are bugging me. I can't imagine someone would just randomly go someplace. Right? So this is targeted. So she's probably planning to go someplace in particular. Right? She wants to have a drink or whatever. She says early 20s. So hopefully she's legal age to drink. But she talks about how she wants to go someplace and socialize. Should I choose a booth or a bar section? Should I bring a journal or have something to do so I'm not staring at my phone? Like, bro. Just a couple weeks ago, I went out. So, and I'm not going to lie. Like, you guys might make fun of me, but my favorite place to go to is Applebee's. They have TVs all over the place. You can watch sports. You can sit at the bar. You can sit at a bar table. You can sit in a booth. You can have food. They have good food. I feel like they have good food. The appetizers are great. The boneless wings and everything. And they have draft. They have draft beer. And I don't drink anything other than beer. I don't drink anything hardcore. So when I go in, my intent is when I go in is I just want to go have a good time by myself. My intention is not to go there to talk to anybody or meet anybody. My intention is to go there, get out of the house, get out of work, get out of the doldrums, the monotonous routine you have every day, and just get out. Just get out. And I get it, for a girl, it may be hard because majority of the TV screens are going to be about sports, and I feel like a good 90 to 95% of women just aren't into sports. And I feel like if there was a lot of drama on the TV, they'd be good to go. So if you're going to these places, I feel like your intent is to go there to hook up. I do. I feel like your entire intent is to go there and hook up with somebody. Because what are you going to find when you go there? Did she say a bar? Yep, she said a bar. So she plans to go to a bar. You're going to a bar as a single, young, 20-year-old woman. Yeah, you're going there to hook up. And I would love to know how she's going to dress when she goes in there. If she dressed provocatively, then we know what she's going there for. If you dress in a normal button-down shirt and a pair of pants, then, you're going there just to be by yourself. In my opinion, I feel like women are so lonely that they do whatever they can to get themselves out there. OnlyFans, social media, Instagram, and they do whatever they can to just promote themselves. Guys, man, like, bro, I'm perfectly content if I have to live the rest of my life by myself alone. I'm perfectly content with it. Why? Because I can entertain myself. And apparently women cannot entertain themselves. So what do? They go out and they seek attention and affection. Even though it may be for one night. And we know what that's called. It's called a one-night stand. A one-night stand. So for guys, most of us can, like, oh man, it's a long day at work. I go home, I get another shower. I get dressed up, I'll go over to the local bar, a restaurant, it may have a bar in it. And you know what I'm doing? I'm going to sit at the bar, and I am just going to grab, hey, look, can I get an appetizer and a draft beer? And you're either going to look at your phone, because that's today's age. 20, 30 years ago, you didn't have cell phones, so you just went there and you probably interacted with people. But today's day and age, you're going to go there, you get some food. You plan on being there maybe an hour, hour and a half at the most. At the most, right? But a woman, I feel like they're just going to go there dressed in an outfit that shows off their tits. They probably aren't wearing any underwear. Either it's a dress or they have a top and the bottom shows off their ass. It's so tight that it's scraping their pancreas. That's all I'm saying. So they go there for one reason, to attract men. And then what happens after that? A man will come by and start talking to them. So they'll either get involved in a conversation and want to take it further, or they will make a social media post talking about how they're being harassed. So it's all about attention. All about attention. This is why guys, like, the funny meme is why women live longer than men, because men go out and do stupid shit for fun, and they end up dying because of the stupid shit. But here's where I think that is changing, why men live longer than women. So men will go out and be fine by themselves, enjoy sports, a drink, some appetizers, some friendly banter with the bartender, maybe someone sitting next to them about local sports or news or whatever. We don't get involved in politics or anything like that. A woman will go out and literally their whole intention is to probably hook up with someone, and then they're going to die a year or two from now from an STD. Right? Or they talk about politics. They want to talk about politics and the LGBTQ community, and they get in a fist fight with somebody and get their ass kicked or killed, whatever. That's why I think men are going to start living longer than women. So to sum up her question, what do people typically do when they go to a bar solo? It depends on your genre. right? Or whether you're a man or a woman. If I go to a bar solo, I'm going to either probably play pool, a pool games with people, just get a drink and an appetizer, watch some sports on the TV, and then go to fuck home. No, women want to go out in the most revealing outfit possible. Guys will wear just a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and some sneakers or cowboy boots. But a woman will wear the most revealing outfit, showing off their tits, their vagina, their ass, whatever, and then go home with somebody that night. So, to answer your question, typically, you know what you're going to do. Don't ask that question. You know what you're going to do. Don't ask for suggestions on that. And, guys, we don't need that drama. We just want to go out and have fun. We don't want to fuck around. We just want to go out, enjoy. Hey, we had a long fucking day. We just want to chill for a half an hour to an hour and then go to fuck home and go to bed. And then work again tomorrow. That's what typically men do. We know what women do. So, stupid question. No responses to it. No, is there a response to it? Hold on. I should have refreshed it because there's so many. Here we go. There's only one response. And the response is, you don't need to feel awkward. Plenty of people go alone. Sitting at the bar rather than a booth can make it easier to chat with the bartender or strike up light conversation if you feel like it. Bringing a book or a journal or even just your phone is totally fine too. It gives you something to do and helps you feel comfortable. Remember, it's about enjoying your own company first. Order a drink or a small snack, soak in the atmosphere, and see where the night takes you. Sometimes just observing and relaxing can be its own kind of fun. So the last sentence, I agree. Sometimes just observing and relaxing can be its own kind of fun. I agree with that. Taking a book or a journal? Bitch, if you want to take a book, go to the library or go sit at the mall in the food court. You go to a bar, don't bring that shit with you. If you're going to bring something to read, then you want a booth. You want a booth. Because I feel like the booth is your sign that, hey, I'm here just to be alone. I don't want to be bothered with. If you sit at the bar, it's a different story. You want to interact. That's my opinion on that. I could be wrong. Whatever, man. I could be wrong.